Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Amy Nicholas. Welcome back to the channel. If you've been hanging out, if you're new, feel free to say hello in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Are you a long-term investor for long? How long? Favorite investments, feel free to drop below. Today's video, just talking about the last monthly payout of JEPI, J-E-P-I. This is the JP Morgan, they call them premiums that you get paid every month. And basically this ETF pays based on the options. They trade options with the fund's money and you get a monthly payout, which is, to me, was the most attractive thing about this particular ETF. Also that it tended to hold its value. In fact, it actually grew during this last month. We've had a recent pullback, but I also feel like the pullback is due in part to people, number one, selling off their shares after they got paid, and number two, that they use some of the fund's money, right, to make the payment. So it's inevitable that it's going to drop shortly after or right when they pay out. So anyways, this particular shares in this update video are only shares I have in my IRA. I had sold off all the shares I had in my Robinhood account and decided to just focus on what was in my IRA at this time. So I steadily bought more over the month of February. And this payout happened on March 5th. So this was for just February's, shares that I had in February. So I had a total of 179 shares by the time the ex-dividend date rolled around. And let me pull up my... Sorry, I feel like I apologize for this every time that that freaking Fidelity's app is just... Let's not even go there. It's a pain in the butt. Where is my history here? Okay, hang on. You bought, I'm like trying to find, okay. Yeah, there's no real good way to look at this. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, yeah, they paid out March 5th, and I got a total of $58.65. It's, I don't know if the camera's going to focus on that, but that's what the amount says. $58.65 for 100 and, what did I say, 79 shares. Let me make sure. Yeah, 179. I've since bought like 10 extra shares. So, yeah, good time to buy right now because it's in a dip. And I just wanted to break that down. So I think my math was saying initially, because I was kind of looking at what was paid out last month, that I was expecting around like 34 to 39 cents a share. So if I got 58.65, we are looking at, it was like 32, 33 cents a share. So, I think it was slightly less than last month. Don't quote me. You go back and watch my other JEPI video from last month. But yeah, I mean, not a big deal to me. I feel like, hey, an extra 58 bucks I didn't have at the beginning of the month. The asset appreciated during the month of February, which was nice just to see some green in there, right? I mean, I don't know about y'all, but most everything's in the red these days. Between JEPI and SCHD, it was like the only things I was seeing that were green. I was kind of hovering with Walmart, like sort of green, not green. But anyways, it's starting to come down. It's like 57 and some change right now per share, but I'm loading up, like, because by all means, like, I love the monthly income. And this is just going into my IRA as the cash. I'm not auto reinvesting, although that would have bought me a share right there. Just 1 month of dividend would have bought me an entire share of JEPI, which I think is pretty darn good, considering it's not as cheap as SCHD. And yeah, but I just decided that right now, instead of reinvesting, I'm just going to sit in a lot of cash. Like, I am just not feeling like we're at the bottom of this market anytime soon just yet. So I'm kind of like, let's just be like Warren Buffett and just pull the cash together until I start seeing some like amazing deals, that I'm looking to go long term with. So yeah, that's JEPI. Pretty darn good. I don't think I actually shared my payout for last month in the IRA. I'm kind of blanking on that video. I'll see if I can find anywhere in here. There's like so many transactions. And again, Not the best app, Fidelity, to try to like navigate and find things, but if I can locate it, yeah, this is a hot mess here, Fidelity. You know, I think Robinhood is really it's really the benchmark these days of, you know, what's a good financial app, you know. I think Robinhood's just nice and clean and easy to find. Oh, here we go. Okay, now I can search by symbol. JEPI. Yeah, so I can't recall if I shared this for last month. Oh, I bought a lot of shares last month. It's like you bought. I gotta go back 30 days at least, maybe more. Okay, bear with me here. It'll be worth it. Let's see, where's the dividend? I think it was paid like February 5th. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so last month, I'm not exactly sure how many shares I had. If I said it in that previous video, great. But last month I got paid $31.62 for what I had in my IRA of JEPI. So almost doubled it. So I'm pretty sure I probably doubled my share size. But yeah, I think, you know, with this crazy market right now, JEPI just seems like, you know, like at least your money's not going to go way down as soon as you put your money into this ETF, right? It's not going to jump from freaking, you know, $58 a share down to like $40 overnight. That's just not going to happen. But you might see a small drop. Like, you know, I said, if people are selling after they got paid, the payouts and all that. And then the overall market conditions, you know, because JEPI, they're trading options on the S&P 500. So if the S&P is not doing great, which it's not looking great right now by any means, then, you know, it's probably a little bit more difficult to win on those option trades. But I still have confidence in it. And for me, I like the idea that every month there's going to be something growing, right, in the form of this dividend payment. So even if the market's tanking, even if all my other stocks are way in the red, you know, even if everything I put into the market just turns to dust, which it just kind of feels like lately, then at least I'm getting this monthly dividend. Okay, so that's JEPI, guys. Feel free to share down below, like, what's your favorite dividend paying stock or ETF right now, whether it's quarterly or monthly. There might even be ones that only pay annually. I'm not sure. Never looked into that. But feel free to share it down in the comments and check out the other videos I've shared about the JEPI, JEPQ, and I'm just waiting for this next month to be over so I can finally do an update for SCHD, which I've been accumulating the last 2 and some months. That one pays quarterly, so gotta wait. But at least it'll be a full, you know, 3 months worth of what I started buying way back in January all the way into March. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.